not foreign to me. In the classroom, children spoke the harsh language of tear gas. I cried in more bathroom stalls than I can remember learning. My bullies were swastikas dressed in Catholic school uniforms. They always needed an overweight, dark-skinned target to dart through, a pinata to hang in the nucleus of the playground while each kid took a swing. I learned how to hate myself at such an early age. I wrote, God doesn't love me on the inside of all my notebooks. I would pray every night to be a superhero, asking whoever watched over me to grant me the power of invisibility so I could vanish off the face of humanity. Each time my confidence was steamrolled into the concrete. You know, my freshman year of high school, my stomach was so big every time I looked down, I could barely see my feet. I used to breathe like a coffin motorcycle. My sophomore year, I wanted a girlfriend so bad I used to practice making out with the mirror just so it would be perfect when I finally fell in love. My junior year, I grew a foot taller, lost 30 pounds, but still was heavy with self-consciousness. My senior year, I was the most popular kid in school, but still saw a sea of faces cackling at me whenever I turned my back. My freshman year of college, I started having sex with multiple women in hopes of finding myself in the museum of their pelvis to gyrate my hips to the sound of their bodies crashing beneath my sweat. I used to pound bodies into the spine of my mattress, screaming to the top of my lungs, what's my name, just so they can remind me who I was. Depression drives humans into hollow places, places where flocks of vultures lurked in the things that I found beautiful. And I often ask myself, am I beautiful? Am I worth glancing at twice? Can anyone love me as much as I love God? Does everything really happen for a reason, or am I some laughing stock of this inside joke the whole world is in on with me? It took almost 2 decades of living on this earth to finally love myself. If you only knew how hard it was to write this poem, how hard it is to embrace every stretch mark as a lifeline when you feel dead inside, to say that my skin color is a shade of armor that can never be bruised, to say that my smile is a page of the Bible, to say that my face is a halo that spent its entire life basking in the sun. I learned how to love my weak. I wear my insecurities like a good suit to a job interview. I'm awkward, and I love it. I make a fool of myself and still have the confidence of a firefly buzzing in the gunmetal cave. I cry, and I fight, and I cry, 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 and I fall, and I get the fuck